Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Lore here with Jason Lore Photography and Films, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast series, Real Talks with Filmmakers. Today's talk is going to be about who you are in the filmmaking process. So, I mean, when you say a filmmaker, what exactly is a filmmaker? Someone who makes films. Okay, so what do you do exactly as a filmmaker? It's like, well, I'm a cameraman, or I'm a writer, I'm a film editor, I'm a director, I'm a producer. It's like a lot of people sometimes don't know exactly what it is they do because, like, they tend to do it all. I mean, not gonna lie, I actually do it all too. I produced a couple of films before. I've uh, done camera work for some films that I made, and I do camera work even for these videos right now. And sometimes I do uh, a little bit of audio. I mean, still learning a little bit about it, lighting, and definitely film editing. Did a lot of that back in high school and college. And then, of course, my all time favorite is script writing. And I come to find out that of all those, I do love writing the most. I've been writing since I was a kid in the third grade. Started out with journals, ended up turning them into stories, and then eventually I knew I wanted to see those stories come to life. So, hence, the pathway to a screenwriter. So, still writing a lot of scripts, and at the same time, I thought to myself, I wanted to do more than just write scripts, but I wanted to be a part of, bringing those stories to life. So that's why during high school, when there was classes that had, um, you know, uh, camera work, videos, video editing, I took advantage of that. Learned a lot from there, and then when it came down to college, went to film school in San Francisco State, and learned as much as I could about filmmaking in the fields of working the cameras, video editing, and of course, screenwriting. So having to learn a little bit of everything to go with my screenwriting does help out too. I don't know everything else other than screenwriting 100%, but it's good to have an idea to where you can learn the basics and use that to get you started to promote yourself. And also at the same time, it's like if someone's looking for, just a basic camera work or basic video editing, it's like, hey, I got the equipment and I got some knowledge in there. I'm your man. So it does help out in the long run. It also shows people that you're very multi talented, and so that gives them a reason to want to, either hire you or have you on board with like future projects. It's good to have all that in your belt. In fact, I found out too about Harrison Ford before, he became a movie star. Like he was actually pursuing, acting, but the thing was that while everybody was like just dedicating like their full time to trying to pursue acting, he actually took different jobs. I believe one being carpentry, and one day he gets hit up about doing some work on sets, right, on movie sets, and that's where he was able to meet and connect with people. But most importantly, that job as a carpenter actually kept him on his feet, just like me right now. I'm doing a day job that has nothing to do with filmmaking, but it's keeping me on my feet to where I'm learning different types of jobs while at the same time being able to, make some time to do more videos or more video editings. And of course, most importantly, my writing. So, being able to have like multiple like talents like that or knowledge and skills really, oh, excuse me, really does add more to, the reasons why you need to be on a movie set or at least working in the film industry is because it's your passion and you definitely do what it takes to, make it in. And again, it's like if you don't get picked up right away, at least now you have the basic skills to get you on your feet. Like, I did a short film, with my niece and nephews, called The Recorder, and that was before I got picked up in my current day job, which is pretty busy, at the first few years of it. So, making films at that time was very difficult, especially not having the weekends off while everyone does have the weekends off. So it's like, if I could continue to do that, I would have been making so much more films then. Right now, it's a little bit harder because, all the niece and nephews grown up, everybody else is kind of like just a little too shy to be in front of the camera. So that's kind of out of the question. But, no, it's just, like I said, like being able to have like the knowledge of like other areas in filmmaking does actually, help you progress too. Like, even for me, like I took some uh not directing class, but like just uh classes where I did not only just get behind the camera, but I also got to direct, my team when we were filming, films in San Francisco State. So I kind of actually just started asking other directors too, based on my experience, just to like see if we all connect. And, you know, we come to realize that, yeah, the struggle is real. It's like having to get the actors to bring out the characters and also making sure like the story flows, while filming. So it's like just now having to know what directors are looking for in a script. It just helps me write the scripts even better, because it's like, there's certain actions that don't need to be, described in the action description section in a screenplay. And, when I took a acting class too, the way they take notes on the scripts or note things down on the script, it's like it just gives me an idea of like, okay, you shouldn't be telling the actors how to act because, majority of the times they can connect with the characters right away. Sometimes it's not the way you wanted it, but it's very similar to where they still get the characters to come to life. So it's like it takes a lot of pressure out of me as a writer, knowing that, who my audiences are and what they're looking for. So, again, that's having to actually take the time to learning that, and practicing it too, if you will. So, yeah, I would say, yeah, even for screenwriters out there, yeah, take a look at like what, um, a lot of Hollywood or even like filmmakers out there are uh, looking for nowadays when it comes to a script. Or same thing, even for video editors. It's like, okay, what's hot on the market right now when it comes down to editing videos, and then same thing with just where people are filming nowadays. It's like just looking to connect with people and just looking to start projects with. So uh, and having all that knowledge already, it really does boost up your chances. So I'd say, hey, whatever it is you are as a filmmaker, know your true calling, but also at the same time be open to what else filmmaking has to offer.